my gosh. Okay, next up we have Encanto composer Germaine Franco. Germaine, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You are Disney's first female composer of an animated feature and the 6th woman composer to be nominated for an Oscar. Congratulations. What I love, what I'm sure everybody else loves about Encanto, is the authenticity that runs through this whole film, from the production design right through to the score. You unfortunately did not get to go on the recce trip to Colombia, so talk about bringing Colombia to you through the score.
First, I want to say thank you, Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Thank you, Variety, Uggs, and thanks to Lin-Manuel for having me work with him, and thanks to Disney for supporting me. Working on Encanto was an amazing project. We did it during the pandemic. Because I couldn't go to Colombia, I decided to bring Colombia to me. And I had a series of instruments made by some luthiers in Colombia. I had a marimba de chonta made, I had tamboras, guasas, shakers, and I bought an arpa llanera, which is a traditional Colombian harp, and recorded it so that when I was playing piano, it sounded like the harp. And then I experimented with tiples, bandolas, and cuatros, and I did my best to imagine the sound of Colombia, and I really wanted to bring the spirit of Colombia, and I did that with the voices. And you'll notice I have a choir of 12 Colombian singers that we recorded with Zoom. It was a long session. We thought, oh, it'll take 3 hours. It took 8 hours. And then I edited it, and then I added another 22 singers. We had the accordion player also from Carlos Vivas's band playing on some of the score. We had your own homegrown Brian playing accordion. We just had so many fantastic musicians that are Colombian here in the United States, and that's how we brought that to life with the directors, Jared and Byron. They really had a great vision.
Yeah. Amazing. Look, I know we don't talk about Bruno, but he also has a cue. Talk about working on his cue as Mirabel discovers his tower for the first time, and your approach to that.
So Jared and Byron were very, very careful about making his tower sound like a completely different sound in the film of anything you heard before. So when Mirabel first steps into the room, I immediately changed the key, very subtly. And then I had a lot of the percussion instruments. I'm kind of tickling them and playing a lot of things off the grid so they don't feel quite right. And then just as she keeps going further and further inside, you start to hear some motifs of the Encanto theme and the Mirabel theme. And as she gets further and further in, she is in danger. And then you start hearing the Encanto theme in a very dangerous mode. And that was nice because it was a nice moment to show that Mirabel was very courageous. Even though she wasn't sure who this Bruno character was, she was still a brave woman.
Yeah. You did such an incredible job, and we've talked about it in the past, of balancing. There's a little bit of scary there, but it doesn't, I'm sure it doesn't terrify kids. I don't have kids, but I'm assuming they weren't terrified. Like, how did you keep the lightness, and not make it too scary for them?
Well, we didn't go full out scary because we were aware that, young children would be watching this. And so we had multiple discussions about how far to go with the Bruno, scenes and making it really scary. And one of the ways was obviously not having too much, chromatic and dissonant harmony. And so we made that lighter, but we still had full orchestra at the end of that scene. And I mean, how many people love the Bruno song here? Yeah. So I think Lynn did a great job on that one.
Amazing. Well, we'll hear from Lynn in a bit, but, talking about the film's success, I mean, what has it been like for you seeing kids, seeing people on TikTok, and just seeing your music, your work go viral?
Well, I'm so honored that families are watching this movie together, multi-generational families. I have had so many emails. I've watched it 20 times. I've watched it 24 times. My daughter loves this part. Just all over the world, millions of people. It's a wave of a collective consciousness, I think, of people who love music, and at this time in the world, they're celebrating their own families. And my family's here tonight, so I'm going to give them a shout out.
Amazing. Germaine, stay put. We are going to pull up a clip from Dune, and we will see you back for the panel conversation.
Thank
you so much.